Oh, I should put that back in there. These 4 actually matter. Well, they don't matter right now, because it can only do 1 at a time. It should always be running. But once I have 80 total, it does matter. Okay, so we are stocked up here. That's good to see. Okay, so you can see right now. Oh, hey, look at that. I guess it's taken us a very long time to get all this started. So we actually have enough for the buffer. That's awesome. So basically, now I have to wonder, is there... I'd like to have 2 going at the same time. If we can get 2 going at the same time, then we can do it twice as fast, obviously. So how would we do that? Because the issue here is if I put this here first, if I did something like this, first off, I don't know how this interaction works. Secondly, this wants to get all of what it needs. The way that all buildings in Factorio work with inserters, the inserters will pick up things until it has enough to make 2. So what you're currently doing plus 1 more. That way it can start immediately right after you, whatever it's done, whatever it's doing. Excuse me. So the problem is that I have 2 CoverX enrichment processes worth of things in here, but only one's going at a time. And I'd like to put it over here. I don't know how I can make it so I can force 40 into here, 40 into here, and then the rest, the excess, can go into both of these. I guess we could power this up and see how this works. Let's go grab some of these guys before we... There we go. Yeah, so you can see that they're competing. So it's half and half. That's not what we want. I think I'm sure there's some way I can do this with circuits, with the wires. Maybe it's time for me to learn how to do that, but maybe not right now. I will consider doing that later. Let's see if there's another way we can do it without that. It does look like they split it half and half. So that might just be all we need. And I mean, technically that'll be fine as long as it gets half and half. It'll work. I don't know. We'll think on it. In the meantime, I'm gonna just set it up and see if it works or not without me having to actually learn how to do this. Okay, that should be good. It only uses 5? Yeah, it uses 5 each turn, so the 100 I put in there is more than enough. And we'll check on this later. I should also remember that new ones are always coming in. So that'll be good. we'll check on this in a little bit. One of our trains ran out of fuel. That's our iron train. Okay. So what I want to do is make sure that doesn't happen again. So let's set up a refueling station, and while we're doing that, what else do we need to do? So we can start making those things. We need to set up yellow science, so we need to get processing units. We have everything we need for that. Sulfuric acid is very close to our circuits already, so that's not going to be an issue. The issue here is that our red circuit production is bad, or it's not good enough. So this is going to be our next thing. So for that, we're going to need lots of assembly machines, assembly 2 machines, maybe even assembly 3 machines if we started making speed modules. But in the meantime, let's make assembly 2 machines. Unfortunately, those go very fast, so I guess we can't really use that as a ABC. I guess we can start making speed modules, and then that way we can start have some assembly 3 machines. Is there anything else we should make? Solar panels? No, solar panels are worthless because all of what we're doing right now is for electricity, and I can see that our trains have come to an impasse again. I think this is going to be our next project, trying to figure out how we can stop this from happening. And then while we do that, we can think about how to do circuits. Okay, you go back home. And this should be able to come back. Oh, no. Okay, that's what happened. So you go back home. Or you go back to the mine. And once that turns a corner, then this should be able to go. Yeah, okay. Basically, we just need to make another path here as a turning lane, basically. So we'll have to think on that. Let's make double tracks. Alright. But we want to make it as complicated as possible while still being simple. Double tracks just solves everything. We don't want that. We want to have a passing lane to have it so there's small areas where it can go past, but also continue using the single lane. That would make it complicated, simple, and more complicated. That's the type of Factorio I play. But no, yeah, you're right. Double tracks sounds fine. Because we have to make everything as complicated as possible, while also trying to make it simple. That it makes sense, just don't think about it. But you guys are right. There is an easy solution for our issue. And what were we doing? We were... Yes, hello, Dur Gaming Noob. How goes it? And Asterix, hello. Thanks guys for watching, much appreciated. Thank you for your input as well. Let's check on this. This should have had one cycle to go. 38, 37. So we're just short on being able to do both of these at the same time. So now we have 39. We need one more for this to go, and then 3 more for this. There's one right there. So we should be good. We should have one extra one coming through this process. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it worked out. Neat. Probably shouldn't have worked out, but I'm glad it did. Okay, so I forgot what else we were doing, but oh, we were making more heat pipes. So let's make some heat pipes, and then we also need rocket fuel so we can make the fuel cells. I just go from 2 to 4 of them at the same time. You're right. You can try to figure out how that works. I mean, the easy way, again, would be just to separate them, because they just need 40 by themselves. I can make them completely isolated, and then they would work. But I need them to share the route and make it complicated. Because that's how we do things, as we just went on. I need to add circuits here. Oh no, this hasn't been running. We have a nice stock of advanced engines that we haven't used yet. I don't know what we need advanced engines for. Basically just robots, right? And again, we're trying to stay away from robots because we want to force ourselves to use trains. That is one thing I'm missing in the Factorio experience. I wish that when you looked at a recipe, it would tell you what it's used in. I think that would help a lot. I'm not sure if it's already in here. Maybe it is, and I just have never noticed. But like if I went to pipes, I know pipes are used in other things, not just pipes alone. So if I moused over and I wish it would say, hey, you use these in heat pipes or something, you know? Robots, power armor, MK2 exoskeletons. Gotcha. I do need to make my MK2 armor. I need to make the regular power armor. Haven't done that either. I'm here to get circuits. Let's grab them. So you can see that we don't have our store of advanced circuits is gone now, so we definitely need to work on that. Yeah, I need to get my processing units. I guess we can do that. What? No. We'll deal with this later. Let me set up my nuclear stuff. Before I get sidetracked with more things, I'm gonna never get anything done because I keep getting sidetracked. Let's get what we needed. So that's heat pipes. So that's copper plates and steel plates. We have that to spare and more. Maybe not so much the steel pipes, but they're here. Okay, so 36. I need to make more. Okay, that should be decent. I could. I wish I had more slaves to work with, right? But this way I can have no one to blame other than me when everything turns out spaghetti. All right. Oh, also I was going to work on refueling my train. Might want to do that now. Let's check on our coal store here. Looks like we're doing just fine. Yeah, we're more than full. So, that's the case. I'm just gonna take this line directly. Because I don't need much for refueling our trains. It should be just fine. We're gonna need to split this. One for copper, one for iron, and then and then split it again here. And this should cover everything that we need in terms of fueling our train here. Does this work? That does work. Okay, cool. Okay, we're just gonna make this look terrible. We'll split it this way. I was gonna use underground belts to bring it up and through this, because that worked on the other area, but no good here. So we're just gonna bring that across. Now that I think of it, I don't need to have it like this. I can just have the one go to the back. That would look nicer. Let's go grab some belts. In the meantime, let's start on blue things. We're probably going to need a stone train soon. That's pretty much depleted. I do know that we have a stone quarry over here and over here. This could be a pit stop for my coal train. Or have another train, actually. I don't know. Probably wouldn't use the same coal train. That wouldn't make too much sense. Okay, we got our belts. We have this made. What else do we need to make while we have nothing going on the bottom left? We can't make processing units in our inventory, unfortunately. Fuel cells, rocket fuel. Where is that? Solid fuel. Okay, that's pretty easy to make. Can you make that in your inventory? Probably not, right? It doesn't say where you need to make it in, though. Oh. Nice. Cool. Let's reconnect this. Let's check on our oil. We haven't been here for a very long time. Wait, it looks like we have no oil. We still have a decent amount. Our electricity is no good. Yeah, all these have been halved or quartered. This doesn't really bother me too much because... Okay, never mind, it does. I was gonna say it doesn't bother me too much because the petroleum is full. But it is not full. We actually just don't have any oil coming through here. And so we have another problem. We do have oil right here, and we have oil right here, and we have oil right here. So it's not like we don't have sources for oil. I just need to connect them. Yeah, make an oil train. I have too much on my plate right now. I still need to get my nuclear science or nuclear reactors up and running. I didn't actually grab the rocket fuel. How many do I need for this? Wait, what? Why do I think I need... Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. We need uranium fuel cells, we don't need nuclear fuel. Okay, if that's the case, then I don't know. I don't need this at all. Never mind. We are gonna need nuclear fuel for endgame. So I'll leave it here, but we actually don't need it. Okay, will do. We're backed up again. We need to fix this too. Everything's going wrong, guys. Oh no. I thought we were doing fine, and then suddenly all the problems show up. Okay, that. Make sure they're powered. Is it ever fun if there's no problems? You're right. You're right. But at the same time, I'd rather there be only one problem at a time versus multiple problems. I'm fortunate that this is a rail world base. Otherwise I'd have biters as a problem as well. Alright, so fuel is gonna go. Now let's fix this. We have 3 trains in here. An artillery train. Well, I mean we can, but biters shouldn't be a problem in this map because it's a rail world map, which means that once I kill them, they don't come back. And we've killed all of them in this area. These guys might be an issue, but our pollution isn't reaching them yet, so... Okay, you... go back home. Don't kill me. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it works. Okay. And they are getting fueled up. Okay. This one just never using fuel? Why is it still full? Oh, because I have this. Never mind. Okay. Apparently I misjudged where that goes. Okay, so that's fueled, that's fueled, that's fueled. That is 2. You just have the last train. Another solid fuel box on the copper train. I'll leave it there for now. Doesn't bother anything right now. I'll fix it in a little bit. But thank you. Let's bring this down, actually. Continuous, right? That tree is messing with me. Oops. I chose the wrong side. Now that I think about this, this is definitely not where I want it to go. Darn it. Okay. Let's bring it over here. Underground belt. Okay. Now we should be fine. Okay, so we are good on fuel. These guys will not run out of fuel anymore. And my coal train already has no problems. So all is well with our trains now. JK, I didn't power this guy, but now all is well. You got me. Thanks, Asterisk. Okay, well, we'll grab this. Alright. Troopin, hello. How goes it? We're finishing this up here. We have the heat pipes. There we go. In my building, I've kind of stalled myself at yellow science. I'm at the level of processing units, but I've decided to take a break from progression and just work on trains. So I've made a train from all my mines. I've made a train to copper, train to iron, and a train to uranium. And now I am currently working on nuclear power, so I can make a smelting area in the middle over here. And that's what I'm doing. I will also very soon need to get an oil train going, probably from here, just to make it more complicated, have everything on the same line. We'll need to figure out how to do this. We could make a double line. That would be smart. But see if we can be a little bit more creative. So let's power this guy up. Alright. And there we go. Everything's powered up. We just need to put in the water. Fortunately, we don't have anything to make the pump, looks like. Need the circuits. So right now, the problems in my base are number one, oil. I just realized that. Number two, we are not making enough advanced circuits. Number three, this junction has problems. That's pretty much it. Let's make our pump. We have pipes. We have underground pipes. Let's go grab some iron. And circuits will drop as well when you run out of plastic. You're right. I'm actually surprised at myself I didn't make a store of plastic anywhere. I should have 3 chests of plastic somewhere. I think I remembered that. But usually I have a chest that stores plastic off the line for when things like this happen. I think I do have that somewhere, but not on the current line. I am not new. I have played the game before, and I've launched say 3 rockets, but it's been a very long time since I did anything like this, and I never have worked with trains. So I'm new with trains, and I've done this before, but it's been a very long time since I've done nuclear stuff. So that's where I'm at. Where is pump? Pump. Okay, and then never picked up the iron. We can make some more pipes. Yeah, see, like I normally do this kind of thing where I have a store of extra materials if I ever run out. I have no space. We're gonna make some rocket fuel because I think I need that for my rocket later on. So might as well make that now while I have the extra. While I'm not making anything. And then let's plop down an assembly machine. Make some pipes. I thought I grabbed more than this. Apparently I did not. Did I need it for the rocket fuel? No. I only grabbed one. Okay, well. I think this was enough. Why don't I limit the chests? Which chests? In general, I like having the extra just as a storage, just in case. Some of them I should limit. I just don't know which one you're talking about. Okay, so it looks like we have everything set. We just need to get our fuel cells. So, fuel cells need iron plates, uranium 235, and 238. We have tons of 238. We have limited amounts of 235. I don't actually know how quickly the uranium fuel cells are used. This does make 10 at a time, so that's decent. But I don't know how fast they're used. Do I absolutely need them right now? Probably. Let's take a gander at what's going on over here. $83.48. So I have enough for one more. I might want to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll never need 2K iron at the same time. I disagree. I have used many an iron at the same time before. In fact, I used 2 chests worth of iron at one time earlier today. Because I don't plan well, apparently. I know it's not optimal. I should be using everything I make, but I like it that way. I like to just have the store. Let's do that. What I grab for the iron? I made a lot of something that needed iron gear wheels. I don't remember what it was. It was all the turbines, I think, is what it was. I made all my nuclear stuff. So I needed the pipes, I needed the gear wheels, and I needed other things. And the centrifuge. Okay, so we have enough here. I think I'll take a couple out. I'll take out 30 for now. That didn't actually do what I wanted it to. Give me a second. Let's make sure I have enough for another round. And I'll take all the excess and make these into fuel cells. I don't remember how long fuel cells work, so I don't know how long this 56 will last me, but we will see. Where do you make these? You just make them in your. You can make them in your inventory. I think I'll make them in my inventory. Never mind. I think I should be doing 4 instead of 2. But I need power. Okay, fine. I will take your wisdom and use it somehow. How am I gonna do this? I guess what I could do is I could feed from here into another one. And that would ensure that this has enough. They keep going, maybe? I think that might work. Maybe. The issue here is that if I leave it on this belt, it's never gonna get past these two to feed these guys. So that means that I need somehow to get the uranium not through this belt but through here. I think this is kind of working out as planned. So I'm just going to continue with this and see if this works out. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to try this real quick, see. And I'll just supply 2 of these for now. Okay, so I have 4 going at the same time. Let's get our output. How do I want to do the output? Guess we'll just do the same thing, but this will same thing here, but opposite. Let's put some filters. Let's power them up. And some chests. I'll do fast inserters for now. Just to see how this will work. Okay, and then I'll do that. Need to make more fast inserters. Well, slow inserters will do just fine. Okay, so let's take a gander of how this is gonna work. Okay, so this needs the least because this is being fed. Trying to make sure each one has enough. Oops. So again, I could make all of these separate. I could just have them separate and they would supply themselves. That's no fun. We have to make it complicated and have them share resources and whatnot. Okay, so this uses up 3 238 every time. So that means that I need to have a store of 238 if I want this to continue working. And that's pretty easily done. This will last for a very long time if I just have the chests here. But it's 1 minute for 3. So having 500 here, it's going to last many, many minutes. And I am quite alright with that. Right. I think we're good. Maybe. We're not good. So this did not... This does not work. They do not separate together. Or they don't distribute it properly the way that this has it. Is there a way I could do this so they distribute properly? I took these away because now there's enough in this system right here to get both of these. And likewise, there's enough in this system to get both of these. So ultimately, I'm just making these separate, which is what I said I wouldn't do. But I'd rather it work and be lame than have it not work. So this should be fine. Let's make sure that this cycle goes. We're gonna make sure that both of these are running, which they are. Then we want to make sure both of these are running, which they are not. Because they competed and this one lost. I don't know why. I don't know why that works like that. Maybe if I change it like into stack inserters? Because this worked. I don't know why these don't. I don't know. We'll have to check on that later. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing? Elsewhere, we need to get our circuits up and running. We have a decent stock of them, but we're not making enough at a time. So what I want to do is at the very least double this. We have enough room. I just have to move this down a little bit and then make another set up here. We have enough stock for circuits. We have a ton of circuits here. So we just need to use them. Fortunately, I did not think ahead far enough to make enough room to make several of these. But we should have enough for 2. So let's do that. How do blueprint books work? I already had it. Trash. Okay. So. I move it here. Oops. I move it here. Do I have enough room to put another one above it? I do. So let's do that. Make sure I have enough room to pick up everything. This is the only thing I wish I had more robots for. Because I can only use, what, 10 at a time with a personal roboport? Might be easier just to help them out. Sorry for doing your jobs, guys, but I'm impatient. Okay, we'll move this up so we have enough space to get this started. And just research speed for the construction robots. I probably should do that. I've kind of been ignoring all the research for robots since I'm not using them right now. Okay. So I want... I think this will be good. Do you do it with overwrite this? Shift click? Yeah. There you go. And then I'll just do another one. And hopefully that will be good enough. This will double my output of advanced circuits. Apparently I killed power for this section. Sorry about that. You... What? Why are you not powered? What? You guys are powered. Oh, this never connected. Okay. Right, there we go. Apparently I was running regular assembly machines too, so this will also help in that regard. And then we'll actually probably run out of plastic, and we'll have to get that working. Right. I think I need to make a row report. This is taking too long. They have to charge on me. I don't want to use the last of my circuits though on that. Okay, in the meantime, while they're doing that, let's figure out what else we can be doing. This seems to be working fine. I never put a radar up here, but this seems to be working fine. I can pick up robots for faster charge? I did not know that. Okay, well, cool. Let's see. Copper, going pretty well. This is still fine. Iron's okay. That's good. Coal is working. So it looks like all of our mining area is good to go. Let's check on our oil. Our oil was no good because the electricity slowed it down too much, and the yield is a lot lower than it was. But I'm still surprised because this was very full for a very long time. So something else changed, I think, that made it slower. It's probably the lower yield. Okay, we'll do the cargo size. It looks like I didn't have enough fast inserters. Let's go make some. Make 300. That should be good enough. Alright, so while that goes, what else can we be doing? Do we have enough underground belts for that area? We did, we just didn't have the assembly machines, I guess. That seems to be all working fine. Okay. So let's connect it. I think I can get the bottom set working. That will be good. Okay, so I wanted... This is our output. That should be good. All right. All right, so these should start working. These still need assembly machines so they can make the copper. But other than that, they should be fine. We'll have that soon. Yeah, all these are not working because they don't have advanced circuits. That's fine. Okay. So while we're waiting on that, let's figure out what we need to do for purple circuits, so we can get that started.